Hello everyone. Welcome to SV Union High School and Junior College. Our subject today is EVS 1 Standard 5. We are going to discuss chapter number 5, Family Values. In this chapter, we are going to discuss the importance of a family. What do we learn in our family and what exactly we get from a family? And what types of values do we learn in a family? So let us begin with our discussion. In olden days, it was a system of joint family where all the family members lived together. There are examples of 100 to 150 people living in one single family and they living together. Later on, as the need of time, things changed and members of the family started moving out for jobs or for better perspective. In a joint family, the eldest person would take all the decision and he was called the head of the family. His decision was respected and obeyed by every member in the family. All the young ones and the old people were looked after or taken care very well by the rest of the family members. Festivals, programs, various special occasions, or family trips all were planned together. Now, what exactly is decision? Decision means coming to a conclusion or coming to a point by everyone's opinion, with the help of everyone's opinion, or we can call it as nirnay. Most of the time, when we plan for something like a picnic or trip or a wedding in the family, we all family members sit together because all our views and likes or dislikes are all different, and to make a decision we have to come to a conclusion by sitting together and discussing on the topic. We discuss on a particular topic, we talk to each other, we consult each other, we take into consideration all the likes and dislikes of everyone, and then we come to a decision. Every person gets an opportunity to say something about his likes and dislikes. When we take a decision with everyone's opinion, the matter or the subject is discussed by everyone in all the aspects, and we too feel the importance in our family. Let us try to answer these following questions given in our textbook. In your family, how do you make the decisions to go on a trip? Because many people have different likes and dislikes. Some may say we will go to Kashmir, some may say we go to Chandigarh, some may say we go to Amritsar, some may say we go to Mahabaleshwar, some may say we go to Chennai. So to come to a decision, we have to sit and discuss and come to a conclusion. Do you offer suggestion about the places to visit during the trip? That means, do you take part in the discussion when your family is discussing on a matter or a topic or a function or something that is to be arranged in the family? Do you get to suggest which guests to be invited over during a holiday? How do you help during preparations for festivals or functions at home? Yes, when there are festivals and functions at home, all of us have to take part and see that we help each other in some or the other way as we can, or however it is possible for us. Role in decision making. We all live together in a family, whether big or small, and every person's likes and dislikes are different, as I told you before. Thoughts and opinions also can differ. So, every person in the family is unique and has his different likes, dislike, thoughts and opinion. Despite of the differences, we have love and affection for each other. During family discussion, every member of the family is consulted before taking a decision. Even though our thoughts and opinions do not match or are different, we have lot of love and affection and respect for each other. We take care of each other and are concerned about other people's well-being. We talk to each other before making decision about anything in the house, and we consult each other and make decision that everyone agrees with. In this way, we are part of decision making in our family. What happens when everyone has a role in decision making? Each person gets opportunity to say what they think. By asking everyone's opinion, the subject which we are discussing on is thought properly and discussed properly in every aspect. Then, if we all are taken into consideration while discussion, we feel more important part of the family and we feel more responsible when we see that our opinion is heard and valued. Just as that of the family, we also have a big role in making decisions about our society in which we live in. We also have a big role in public decision making. In newspapers, we read about matters requiring public participation. A few examples of such news have been summarized below. Various matters requiring public participations are brought to our notice through newspapers, televisions, etc. Expressing our opinion in matters about environmental changes are advantageous to the society. When we feel that the decision taken by our elected representatives are wrong, we should register our opinion and thereby become a part of public decision making. We feel the need of minor changes in our environment. It is to our advantages that everyone has a role to take these decisions about the changes in our environments, in our surroundings. The government we elect makes decisions regarding public matters. If we feel that the decision made by the government is wrong, we can always register our opinion. And in this way, we also become the part of the process in decision making. Now let us listen to these following situation and state which of the child shows honest and correct behavior. First one, Afreen borrowed a pencil from Meenu. After she finished using it, she returned it. Second one, Shama fell from her bicycle. However, she told her mother, Neha pushed me off the bicycle. Third one, Mary took the bag she found in a rickshaw to a police station. In these above situation, Afreen and Mary have shown honest and correct behavior. Effects of honest and dishonest behavior. Admitting and talking openly about the mistakes helps us to learn to be honest. Being honest helps us to find a correct way out of our mistakes. Honesty and sincerity in our work helps to develop trust and gain respect. Honesty makes it possible to avoid wastage of time, money, and labor. Along with being honest at home, we should be honest in our public as well. Dishonesty and cheating leads to loss in self-confidence. We do many different things in our day-to-day life. Sometimes we may be correct and many times we may be wrong. But when we realize that we have gone wrong or made a mistake, we should openly talk about it with our friends and family. By doing this, we learn to be honest and find a correct way out of our mistakes. It is always necessary to be honest and sincere in our work too, in every small work that we do. We must try hard to keep the trust in any relation and never cheat. If we are honest, we do not have to be afraid. But if we are dishonest, we lose our self-confidence. We must be honest at home as well as in public places. Everyone respects an honest person. Honesty is our strength. There are many examples which show us best honesty. Let us discuss one which is given in our textbook. In 2011, during a cricket match between India and the West Indies, a bowler caught Sachin Tendulkar's right at the beginning of the match. The bowler appealed to the umpire, thinking that the ball had not touched the bat. The umpire declared Tendulkar not out. However, knowing that the ball had touched his bat, Tendulkar returned to the pavilion, though he was declared not out. There are many such examples which we can discuss. By the way, I hope you have understood this part of the video. We shall continue our discussion on this topic in the next part. Thank you.